This is my trade station. I'm going to show you how to build it. What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Okay, so what I have for you guys today is a trade station. So what is a trade station? Basically, somebody would come up and they would throw in 2 of whatever the payment is. So I have iron ingots. Okay, so I'm going to put in 2, and they're going to get items in return. Now, you can do it so many ways. You can do all one item, or there can be upwards of 27 items that will be distributed randomly. Okay, because there are 3 droppers back there. Each dropper can hold, one different item, or you can just fill them up with the same item, however you want to do it. Now, I don't know if this would be a good trade, 1 iron for, you're actually going to get twice that amount. It's going to go off twice. So 2 of these 2 iron ingots will yield 6 of whatever you give. Okay, so let's start in 1, 2, and then we go into the box, and we're going to get 6 nether quartz. Now, if you don't have a shulker box, you can just use a barrel. That's fine. I just happen to really like the way the shulker box looks. You can use a barrel. You can use a chest. That's absolutely fine, although you'd have to change this to a transparent block, but I'd say just stick with a barrel if you don't have one of these. Okay, so 2 iron ingots will get you 6 nether quartz. Now, again, you can put any item in here. You can also use this as a casino, for a casino, like for payments. So let's say you have specific payments that you want to use. Let's say you named items, right? Let's say instead of iron, you called it, I don't know, coins or tokens, or like you named it in an anvil, tokens. So you can fill these up with the named items. They would put in their payment. So, and then they would get, tokens in return. You can totally use it as that. I happen to like it as a trade station. So if you're away, this is on a server, and somebody knows that instead of building a whole store, you can just set up this little automatic payment system where if you're selling quartz, they know, okay, I can go to them to get quartz. It's going to cost me, 2 iron ingots, and then I will get 6 quartz. Okay. That is the payment. You're always going to get 6 out of it. Okay. And it's always going to cost 2. You can change the payment. You can change all of the items. All of that stuff is entirely up to you. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that it really is very customizable. All right, now let's just get into what you need and how to build it. All right, here's everything you're going to need. Either pause it, take a screenshot, or just look in the description. Like I said in the beginning, if you do not have a shulker box, you can use a barrel. That's fine. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is put down a 7 wide by 2 deep section. This is on the floor. I'm building in the air because I need that extra room to save some redstone, because I had to do something bigger there, which I don't want to do for this. Okay, so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come all the way across with that. Okay, we are then going to, we're going to put down 2 of the stone brick stairs. We can get rid of those. We do not need them. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put down 1 hopper, put down another block, 2 hoppers, and then 3 hoppers like that. Okay, this top one you can break and actually face it down, but that middle one has to face this way. And then obviously this one, we're going to actually put a chest. This would be for whoever owns the shop, and this is where they can collect all of their payment. Okay, so it's going to look just like that. Cool. Now we're going to come above it. So we're going to go like this. We're going to skip, obviously leave that open. We're going to do another one above it. Okay. Then we're going to take our 3 droppers and we're going to put them behind it. So we're going to go like this. So our 3 droppers are going to go there, there, and there. And then we could just build the rest of the wall up like so. Okay, we might as well finish this whole front. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a shulker. We're going to put a shulker box facing that way, not down like this. Okay, you don't want to see that design, because then you can't open it up. You have to crouch and place it this way, so you get the pattern like this. Just test it out. If it opens, you're fine. Now put a hopper into that side, a hopper into this side, And then you're simply going to take your item frames and you're going to put all around it. So crouch to place them on the hoppers. There we go. And then one underneath. Now the underneath is where I put my payment. Okay, so for this, I'm going to be using iron ingots. You can use whatever you want. And again, when we get to the back, I'll show you can do whatever you want for the items. Okay, I cannot make that clear enough for you guys. You can have this, the payment be whatever, and all of the items be whatever you want. It's completely customizable. So you can even change it stored daily. So if you have a server, you can be like, okay, today's special, and then you can put, you know, the 3 items, or you could load this up with item frames, whatever you want. You could put signs that say, like, you know, mystery items, however you want to do it. Okay. Anyway, let's come back here. Let's just do our item sorter. Okay. We're going to put a block. Whoa. We're going to put a block there on that bottom hopper. Okay. We're going to have a comparator coming out of the second one. Okay. It has to come out of this one. That's the one we're going to feed. And then we're going to go 1 and then block, 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 and cross that out. So it's going to look just like that. Okay. And you're going to go redstone, redstone. You're going to go repeater coming out, and you're going to go torch there. So that torch is going to lock this bottom hopper. And until we put, because we're going to set this, and until we put the exact items in here, that one will filter through, because what's going to happen is the one item will go in here. That's going to push this signal strength from a 1 to a 2. Once it goes to 2, this block will be read by the repeater, which will turn off the torch for a split second, because what's going to happen is that item that we put in is going to drop into this and then go in here. Okay? And once it does that, then it'll turn off again, because that item will be dropped. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. You're not going to need 41. That was for the other one that I did. But what's going to happen is you just need access to an anvil. You don't actually need the anvil for the build. But take an item and just rename it. Because what's going to happen is I put vines, right? So let's say somebody puts regular vines in there. It's going to completely destroy the system. Not that they would, but they could. So if you just name it something else, they would never know what it is. You'll be fine. Because even regular vines will not be the same. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, do 6, 5, 5, 4. That's what you want to do. Okay, now we can come here. We can take out our iron ingots again. We can put them back in here, and it will filter it and leave 2 remaining. I just want to make sure you don't have 1. Sometimes 1 can really mess up systems, so you want to have at least 2 in there. Okay, now you're going to always have 1 here, and you can take this iron ingot or just leave it back there. But now every time 1 passes through, it'll actually end up in this chest. Okay? So 6, 5, 5, 4, and then the 2 there. Perfect. So this item right here on the left would be whatever your payment is. I'm using iron. Feel free to do whatever you want to do. You can have dirt as long as it is a stackable item. It cannot be like an ender pearl or a sword. It has to be a stackable 64 item. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Same thing with these. Rename stackable items only. Okay, so now that we got that taken care of, we're going to take our 2 observers and we're going to place them 1 above that second one, not the first piece of redstone, that's the second. You want the red to be facing up, so the little mouth must be on the bottom, face must be on the bottom side. Okay, then put another one. Then you're going to put a torch with a block on top. Okay, with a torch with a block on top. And then just run it like that. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Just like so. Okay, if you want to do it this way, you can add this. I know some people like to do it like that. You can do it's the same thing. Just run it like that. You just want to make sure you still have access to the actual droppers. Okay? In the droppers are where you can really have the fun. Because you can, like I said, customize it whatever you want. So you can hold 9 different items in here, 9 in here, 9 in here, which will give you 27 possibilities. But the combinations are endless because they're random, right? So if you put in different items, once they throw it in, each of those 3 droppers here are going to spit out different items. So if you have emeralds and diamonds and emeralds, diamond, whatever the case may be, it's going to spit out random ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it easy and simple and do what I did before, which is just put in some nether quartz. So we'll just put in, just fill this thing up with which is some nether quartz. Do the same thing for the other two, and then in the front we'll put in our payment, and you watch this thing in action. And I really like it because, like I said, it's fantastic for servers because it's a way of not having to create an entire store. You can create a pop-up store. You can create a sale, like I said, a sale thing. Oh, and then also put a block behind that right there. Okay, just like that. So now we come in here. Remember, it costs 2. Okay, so I'm gonna just show what the items are. 1, 2, 3. And let's take some iron. Okay, so we go 1, 2. Whoops. Come up here, and boom, we got our 6 nether quartz. 2 for 6. That's the sale, right? 2 items for 6 items, whatever it is. I wouldn't put the same item unless you're just in a generous mood. Give 2 iron ingots, get 2 iron ingots, or get 6 iron ingots. That's up to you. All right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Until next time, Captain Abyss out. Peace.